forth, sway. Back and forth, back and forth. Bad pain in my back. Herniation of the disc. The stool for my shower. I'm just a boomer. I'm dazed. I'm confused. Huh? I don't want to be Mr. Views. Every night, every day, sway. Right. Chill day, sway. Back and forth, sway. Back and forth. Trolls on the chat. In my back, sway. Back and forth, sway. Back and forth. Every night, every day, sway. Right. Chill day, sway. Back and forth, sway. Back and forth.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I hold a man's penis, I tell you what I do. I hold on to it tight, brother. Because if that penis is vodka to Philip, woo, that's how it happens. Meerkat Mall. Who? I need my boyfriend. Please, spread your legs, y'all. Suck my ass, please. Please. Dog, I'm not a good dog. I'm a good sissified boy. Effeminate man.
Literally just saw a video that needs commentary.
They all soft. Dog. I need my boyfriend. Please, spread your leg, dog. Suck my ass, please. Please. Dog. Philip came in from his office with a moist beard, and he rang out his sweat ring stained shirt. I maneuvered myself over to him and I said, Phil, let me handle the memberships for you. Dog. I'm not a good dog. I need my boyfriend. Please, spread your leg, dog. Suck my ass, please. Please.
Still around.
Dog. I need my boyfriend. Please. Laying on your back, dog. Suck my ass, please. Please. Man, I want to thank everybody for the 1K. We finally made it. We did it.
Hey everybody. Thank you for coming along. I want to show you guys something real fast. Hold on, what's the best way for me to do this? So I was messing around with some AI generation earlier today, and this is what happened when I typed into Adobe Firefly and typed 2 big bills sneak up on a video game streamer, and it was literally like a Cytec X52 like knockoff HOTAS with dollar bills on it and a streaming setup. I thought that was really funny because today we're going to talk about the 2 big bills. Thank you for coming to this impromptu surprise stream. I didn't know I was going to do this until about 5 minutes ago. I started watching a Hate Army video. I got about literally like 2 minutes in and I was like, oh boy, I should watch this. What? ALT wears a Bridges hat? No, I'm just wearing a hat. What's up, Decepticon? I'm just wearing a hat because my hair is unruly and I need a fucking haircut, and I care about my appearance. I'm gonna get one this weekend, don't worry. I gotta turn the music on because this clip has no music. So here we go. If bonus points if you recognize this music, by the way, chat. If you recognize the music, let me know. But we're gonna watch this Hate Army video, this massive, long, meaningful, over-hour-long Hate Army video, and we're gonna watch it at 1.5 speed. No, not 1.5, 1.25 speed at least. So let's get into it, folks. Thank you to everybody in the chat. I'm actually let's big ups everybody in the chat for coming. Big ups Game Master, big ups Geriatrics, big ups Pit Lord, big ups Devilish Face. Hey, big ups Mickey Thor. How you doing, Mickey? Big ups Satellite Style Internet. Satellite Style Internet. You are one of those two big bills, from what I've heard. And big ups Decepticon, one of the boyfriends of all boyfriends, and big ups Dead School. What's up, dude? All right, so I got about 2 minutes into this thing, and I was like, I need to talk about this on stream because it is insane. It is insane, dude. I know I might be like a day late to the party on this one, but fuck. So let's go.
Right.
So, there you have it. So we got some things to talk about today. The feedback
Do
regarding
we?
the current late night stream.
Crash Bandicoot, big ups, Repsy.
And also, you know, what's going on with the
It is
schedule
Crash
forward.
music.
All right, now, before we get to any of that, all right, I'm just going to get this out of the way. All right, that way we don't have to talk about it again on this show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for supporting my content. I am an independent content creator. I don't have sponsorships, partnerships, deals with other companies to show products and get paid
Repsy
for
got
There's
it.
no referral
Crash
codes.
Bandicoot.
I don't run many or any ads on my stream.
What's up, Matt
Maybe
Fair?
one ad break an entire stream, and that's because I'm a different kind of content creator. I don't just sit around doing that kind of stuff. I'm in it for enjoyment of games and sharing honest opinions with you. I don't have to kiss a game's butt because I'm not getting paid to play it. I don't have to slam a game unfairly and say negative things about it because I don't get clickbait views. I'm a different kind of guy making curated content for a specific audience. If you like this kind of content, which obviously...
Curated content. You are making curated content for who, chat? Derek and Jade. There are like... He has 2 genuine fans left. And I'm starting to question whether or not Derek is a true fan. Because I believe Derek likes porn more than Phil. But I also believe that Derek just likes Phil's community because he's basically Phil's son. But this is total cuck talk when he's saying he's an independent content creator. He's finally curated content for a very discerning audience. Yeah, you curated yourself talking for 90 minutes a day. Fuck off, man. Oh, thank you, Jan.
You do, because I've been around for 15 years and you still to this day support my efforts to make it. Please support it in any way that you can.
Also,
Anything else, whether it's-
I just want to say, people that have been around for 15 years, that like people that liked Phil 15 years ago are either gone or detractors. I was one of those people that liked Phil 15 years ago, and now I'm here. I liked Phil unironically up until about probably 2011 or 2012. Then I fell off. And Slayer, yes, Repsy, you're right. Slayer is actually the unironic fan. Oh man, chat overlay is all fucked up today. Whatever, we're gonna keep on keeping on.
Engagement by liking a stream or liking a video. Or leaving a
Yes,
comment or leaving
Geriatrics.
feedback,
Derek
or a
has
super
been
chat,
around
or a
that
super
long,
sticker
has
during
he?
the stream, or a super thanks on a video
I
that's
suppose he
eligible
has.
for it, or a membership
Wow.
or a gifted membership. Right now, we dipped 100 members in 2 days. Memberships and gifted memberships, I'm sure.
I'm sorry, who dipped 100 memberships in 2 days? Who did? Who did? Who's the only one who benefits from members? Only one. This is the part that really triggered me. When he's talking about memberships and he's saying, we dipped 100 memberships. Yeah. Who's we, Phil? You. You. Because you've actually made it so that people give memberships and they get nothing. They get nothing, and they know they get nothing. They also know that some cuck is gonna member bomb, so why would anyone buy a membership? Why would anyone re-up their own membership if they just know you're gonna get whaled? He creates his own problematic business model, and then he begs because of it.
Would be absolutely greatly appreciated.
Also, Mickey, big ups for bringing that up. He does expect a higher level of memberships than the total number of viewers, which should be a flag, which should actually be a giant red flag for YouTube. No one should get more memberships than average viewers. That is a bulletproof indicator of manipulation. I would argue that manipulating your situation so that you have more members than average viewers is manipulation of AdSense and the partnership program. But because DSP is in a fucking black hole and he gets reported dozens of times a day, nothing's ever going to happen to him. If this was any other streamer, if any other streamer had more monthly members than average views, something would happen. But because it's him and he has this fucking pig roach luck, he gets away with it.
appreciated by the community, or tipping.
What's up, Jared?
Particularly in these next 2 weeks, I just opened the window. Here comes the fucking guy again. Isn't that great? In the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna have to buy a ton of games that normally I would not.
What's
be
up,
buying in that short
Atelier
period of time.
Pau Poo?
In addition,
I think.
I told you guys about this yesterday.
What's up?
Sadly, this month my YouTube payment, which is my one big payment I get a month for everything, lands
Also, this is not your viewers' problem, Phil. Banking is not your viewers' problem. So you're okay. Let's go to the sandwich shop analogy. Shall we, chat? Chat, are you ready to go with the sandwich shop analogy? You ready? You ready? What's up, Darkseid of Flow? I'm gonna go with the sandwich shop. Let's say I run a Jersey Mike's franchise, right? Let's say it's Jersey Mike's. Well, I'm not used to wearing a hat on these streams. I keep punching the mic with my hat. Let's say I run a sandwich shop, right? I run a Jersey Mike's. There's a Jersey Mike's. There's 2 Jersey Mike's down the road from me. Let's say it's a Jersey Mike's, and let's say I get some kind of grant or subsidy every month. I wouldn't go up to the fucking customers in the Jersey Mike store and say, "Oh, buy more sandwiches today because we don't get our fucking stipend from corporate for another 2 days." You would get so laughed at. You would either get laughed at, or depending on where you lived, you get the shit kicked out of you if you're a business owner that talked like that. That is so cucked. That is so cucked to basically say, yeah, pay up because YouTube doesn't hit for another 2 days. Fuck you.
a weekend. That means that payment gets delayed at least 2 to 3 days.
What's up
if not
next is
longer. And I got bills that are
Galaxy.
coming due just a day or 2 after when it comes in. It sucked, but that's just reality. It's just a bad month because I have to pay a lot for games on top of the fact that my monthly payment is delayed. So tipping would be
like, that's not our problem, bro.
Because I get tips right away, and I could put tips towards game cost and these other bills until I get paid by YouTube.
Correct.
So for the next
everyone
2 weeks,
has to budget, as Mickey points out. Everyone has to budget.
If those of you who are already contributing.
Also, most of the time, you can talk with your financial institutions, you can talk with your electric company, you can talk with the cable company, and you can actually adjust your cycle. You absolutely can adjust your cycle. I have been on disability and medical leave where the payments have gotten weird, like off of my normal cycle, right? And what do? You fucking call your institutions and you just say, hey, I can pay you every month, but this is when my shit hits. Can we adjust the cycle? But DSP doesn't want to do any fucking grown-up shit. Like, any other grown-up, if this was a real problem, would have picked up the fucking phone and handled it, you know? This is actually the kind of shit that triggers me about him, is because there are obvious ways around that. There are such easier ways around that if it were true, he could just call all of the people that he owes money to and say, hey, I can still make the monthly payments, but can we change the due date to this? I've done that before, but no, this is like what Snood says all the time. Snood says this constantly, and I agree with him on this. DSP doesn't actually want his problems solved. He does not want his problems solved because he wants permission to beg. DSP's whole scam is creating a permission structure to beg while still claiming that he's successful. I hate it.
Could consider tipping.
Big ups to Tractor
I'm not
Maiden.
asking for anything above and beyond. I'm not asking for anyone to go crazy.
Well, yeah, Detractor Maiden. He acts like no one knows that grace periods exist. He also acts like maybe his viewers might not be in the same predicament. Like, you don't think that people who fucking get disability checks might not have their shit, delayed 2 or 3 days because it might hit on a weekend? Like, you're not the only one with this fucking problem, Phil. Yes, geriatrics. Yep. He's unwilling to address his own problems. That's always been that's always been the issue. It's completely unwilling.
You're already going to contribute. You like the content, and you have the option to choose how to contribute. If you could tip me.
Also, he's assuming people are just waiting to give him money. I really hate this attitude that he has. He's basically implying that people have money to give him, like people have all this money sitting around, and that they're fucking withholding, that they're actually holding out, like it's his wife or something and she's not putting out. I hate this attitude because he's kind of saying, like, I know some of you guys have money and you might be waiting to contribute, but you should contribute now. Like, fuck you.
that would actually be doing me a favor for the next couple of weeks. And then after that,
yeah,
it's not a concern.
guy with two names. Shout out to three-time bankrupt Timbo. Exactly.
Months and months. But of course,
shout
if you
out
listen to the wrong people on the internet who say, "Oh, he's always begging and he's always asking."
Hey, that's me. I'm the wrong people on the internet. That's actually me.
I haven't actually done something like this or said something specific like this in many months. I've actually said, "Hey, do whatever you want."
That's like factually untrue. That is factually untrue. You've been talking about how your Starfield streams have been slow. You're going to talk about, I believe, later on in this clip, why your Call of Duty stream was quote a good stream, but not supported. Big ups to Decepticon for the 2 months, dude. I really appreciate it. You literally do this, maybe not on a daily basis, but you literally do this 2 or 3 times a week. And he likes to say, I haven't talked about this in months and months and months. Chat, a question to you. How many times in the past, let's say 2 months, has he said, quote, this is the slowest stream I've had all year? This is the slowest stream I've had all year. How many slowest streams of 2023 must we have for him to admit that he does this on a regular basis? And how many slowest streams of 2023 must we have for people to wake the fuck up and know that if you're giving this dude money, you might as well just set it on fire? 0 times because DSP told me so. Debunked. Decepticon, fuck you.
All good, but it's just a bad situation right now in the next 2 weeks that I got to get through, and then we're back to normal. Okay, so please consider contributing.
Also, what he just said, he likes to say this all the time. Listen, chat.
And then we're back to normal. I've actually said, hey, do whatever you want. It's all good, but it's just a bad situation right now in the next 2 weeks that I got to get through, and then we're back to normal. Okay.
That's how DSP scams people right there. Big ups, Doomer Ziggy. He always says, he will say forever, I just got to get through the next 2 weeks. It's going to be 2 weeks. I just got to get through the next 2 weeks. I just got to get through the month of October. Then it's going to be, I just got to get to the holiday season. Then it's going to be, I just have to get through the first of the year. He does this. He does this. He begs by degrees. And he scams by degrees. And it's a very deceptive tactic. And it works. It actually works for the few people that still tip him. And I hate it. But there's always another thing. There's always the next thing. It's the thing that gets him to the thing, you know? And it is so scummy, and it should be against the rules.
Okay. So
geriatrics, 100%. It is such an addict's mindset. It is 100% an addict's mindset.
So thank you for that. All right. So now let's
because I've had addicts and things in my family, and they'll always say, I need money for just the next 2 weeks, or I need money for just the next month or 2 months, and then I'll get straight. That's literally what Phil says. Phil basically just said, I just need to get through the next 2 weeks, and then I'll stop begging. But I guarantee you, 11-1, he's going to be back on this bullshit, and he's going to be saying, guys, it's the season of giving. It's the season of giving, guys. Help out the community. Make someone feel good by giving them a membership. You get so many advantages and so many perks, such as chat crown badge, no slow mode rules in the chat, blah bitty blah bitty blah. It's the same shit, and it's gonna escalate because it's the holiday season.
I have received regarding them, because it seems like the feedback is pretty interesting and pertinent and meaningful. And again, I'm very thankful people give me that feedback so I can improve. All right, so here we go. All right, now let's talk about the topic at hand, which is
Decepticon.
These night streams that have been going on recently. Okay, so here's the deal. I've noticed a pattern, and directly based on your feedback.
Tell me about the pattern, Phil.
All right, I'm now understanding this pattern more, and I want to thank everyone for the feedback they gave me. Allow me to explain. Okay.
Oh, allow him to explain. Hit us, Phil.
So, I've noticed over the last couple of weeks that my late night streams, which start at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time.
Also, who the fuck? This is a good screenshot. Hold on. I'm gonna go here for a minute. All right. I hope you screenshot guys are satisfied. But yeah, he's just gonna keep doing this, and now he's gonna talk about how prediction. I haven't pre-watched this, but now he's gonna say, Call of Duty, great stream, but no one supported it. Attendance was great, support was low. See if I'm right.
Particularly when the late night stream is a game that I have to put a lot of attention into. So if I'm playing competitive Street Fighter, or if I'm playing Call of Duty, and I have to be super hyper-focused
also,
on the match to survive.
How many times does he say in the same week, I'm not a competitive player, but then he also says, guys, I need to learn how to play at a competitive level, guys.
In those situations that have been happening, I've noticed two distinct things that are going on, okay? Distinct thing number one is that viewership actually spikes, but it spikes for the wrong reasons, okay? If viewership spiked because people were coming onto the stream because they were excited, oh my god, Phil's doing a competitive multiplayer game and we like him, seeing him play those and whatever, that's one thing. But what
no,
dude, it's not that.
Bro.
Sadly, it is a negative element as opposed to a positive element. What does that mean?
People watch your Call of Duty streams because you're dog shit at it and you rage, bro.
And if I lose and get upset, people like to see me rage. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with seeing me rage, okay? That's fine. If you enjoy it, good. Come to the streams. But sadly, going hand in hand with that attention spike that I get when I play those games on late night streams comes a lot of annoyance and trolling in the chat. Essentially what people have been telling me, all right, is sadly they come to the chat, they want to see me play this game, they want to see me play Street Fighter, they want to see me try the Call of Duty beta. And what happens is there's 20 new accounts in the chat they've never seen before, right?
20. Guys, think about that. 20 troll accounts. 20. Have you ever pulled up the participants for DSP's chat and seen 20 people? 20 unique people? Because I haven't. I actually haven't seen 20 unique people in his chat. So he is full of shit.
They've all been created within the last week, so funny how that's just a coincidence. And they're all just...
Also, he is supposedly investigating the creation date of accounts while he's streaming. No. Yeah, geriatrics. Yeah, that's what I'd say. Maybe 10 active participants, and you know, two of them, three of them would be Derek, Jade, and Kirk, Canadian Kirk. But yeah, he'll have maybe 10 actives. So let's see what he says about this bullshit.
Just sitting there being toxic jerks, right? They're all just sitting.
Oh, now I just remembered my train of thought. So he is theoretically clicking on the person in his chat window, going to show channel, looking at the channel creation date, and verifying the creation date while he is streaming. Get fucked, man. No one does that. If you want to time someone out, just time someone out. Or better yet, ban them. Don't be a fucking cuck about it. Just do it or don't do it, dude.
You say, oh, you see, Phil sucks at this and that. Haha. You know, like, I'll be playing Street Fighter, and I'll be playing a match, and a person
What's up, movie
will
sign?
be doing just basic stuff, and I can't react. Like, man, this game is laggy. I just can't do a move. And then they'll say, haha, no, Phil just sucks. See, that's an amazing player, and they're spanking Phil, and he just can't take it. And, you know, who wants to see that? It's like a 4-year-old on a schoolyard teasing someone in the corner, right? And it's like, no one wants to fucking put up with that shit, especially anyone who's an actual positive viewer. No one wants to.
But no one except Derek is calling that shit out in the chat. No one except actual Derek is telling him to ban trolls. No one. So actually, DSP, what you should do is you should just make Derek a mod. Make Derek a mod and see what fucking happens. You know what, Chad? I would love if Derek was a mod. I would love him to mod Derek for a day and see what happens. That would be amazing to watch.
See or hear that nonsense, right? And then there's people that come and they'll start insulting other people. They'll start trying to bring up drama. Like, for example, let's say I'll notice someone's being toxic, so I'll ban them, and then I'll go back to playing, and then all of a sudden, oh, why'd you get banned? Who banned him?
Did he give one example of people being toxic? No, he did not. He did not give one example of people being toxic. So because he doesn't cite examples or evidence or anything like that, we're only taking his word for it. Meanwhile, we're seeing this kind of shit in the chat of people just actively clowning on him. Actively clowning on him while he's ranting about bad chat moderation. Like, real talk. His shit is broken. It's all broken, dude.
What's going on? Banning. Oh, so it's too censored here. And this is what the whole chat becomes. All right. Now, truthfully, it's hard.
No, the chat flips out when you ban someone because you bring it up constantly. You always say how you have no moderators. You have no mods, dude. I think maybe I've seen one wrench on Hate Army's chat capture, like one. There's one wrench, and Nightbot doesn't count. But you don't have moderators, dude. And every time something happens, you're the one saying, "Oh, it's just some idiotic no life troll. I'm gonna take care of him real quick." If you want people to be less toxic in your chat, don't constantly say that you're moderating shit. Because people know they can get a rise out of you, and they know they can get attention, whether they're trolls, LARPers, or unironic fans. They know toxicity equals attention, dude. You did this. Yeah, exactly. Well, Ozfell is saying thin ice, but yes, it's this kind of behavior where he's saying like ban, and thin ice and that kind of shit. You create this by the attitude that you give off. Lefty and I just talk to our chat, man. And even, I don't know if he's here, but even dudes like Tryon 007, I consider Tryon 007 one of our like probably most dedicated viewers, but he's also kind of like a soft taken L's troll, and that's a lot of fucking fun, dude. Like, you can have fun with a little bit of toxicity, just a tiny bit of toxicity, but Phil can't laugh at himself at all.
Hard for me to recognize this and focus on it because I'm playing the game. When I'm playing the game, that's my focus. So
yes, I believe Lefty should be back in about 2 weeks, 2 or so weeks from his extended break. But he's coming back. He's coming back.
And therefore, sometimes it gets out of control.
I sent him a message on Discord with a very specific, letting him know of a very specific thing that I'm working on currently, and he replied to me back. So as far as I know, he's still alive. He's still alive, very much enjoying his vacation. So big ups Lefty for your extended break time. And this, dude, watch this.
On the stream, and therefore sometimes it gets out of control.
See, he'll just get up. He just gets up from his chair for no fucking reason. And then he'll come back and he'll tell us whatever it was, whether he's closing the window or yelling at the landscapers or closing the door for Jasper or whatever. This is so fucking stupid. He doesn't even have like a be right back screen or anything like that. This is highly curated, by the way. Oh, God. I don't like the implication of that satellite-style internet.
Because it's getting too stuffy in here.
Yeah, there you go. He opened the window.
Nothing I can do, right?
Fuck that, dude.
Here's the thing. I acknowledge what you're saying.
I don't like the implication of that satellite. You're implying that Lefty is going to right-hand conversion camp.
This is a concerted effort from people who don't like me to try to come by and purposefully derail my streams. They've noticed that on those...
No. DSP. Like, yeah, some detractors LARP. Some detractors and trolls LARP. But it's a very small percentage. Most people I talk to just watch Raw Phil or DDM. When we watch and restream your shit, predominantly, we're not in your chat. You know why? Because we're not invited. And we know we're not invited. You've made that very clear. So it's not even worth it to LARP.
Late night streams, unlike, let's say, a stream of Starfield, right? Because if I'm playing Starfield and I'm just chilling and relaxing, it's a narrative-based game, I have tons of opportunity to look at the chat and talk with you guys and have fun and take care of that nonsense. I mean, people tried doing that during my Chrono Trigger playthrough, and they got smacked the fuck off the stream and never came back. And the same thing, I'm playing Starfield, I can pay attention, and I can...
And this is the thing. Yeah, 24-hour waiting room. Yes. Nerd Bro is exactly right. This is the thing that scares people away. This is the thing that actually stops him from retaining a new audience. They come into his chat, or even if they're in the 24-hour sub-only period, they look at his chat and they say, well, I can't even talk because 1, it's 24-hour sub-only, and 2, it's fucking terrifying. And if they tune into his stream and he's just banning people, he has gone on banning streams where he'll ban 10, 12, 15 people right in a row, and he'll fucking laugh about it. Do you really think you're fostering an attitude of engagement amongst potential new viewers? No. That's why nobody likes you.
Take care of that shit, right? But I can't pay attention to it all when I'm playing multiplayer games, all right? Now, you might say, well, it sounds like the issue is moderation.
Oh,
Okay?
really?
Well,
He opened and closed the
I agree
window
with you
10
again,
times?
'cause
I'm
here's
sorry,
the truth.
Banana Jones.
Street Fighter 6, if you remember.
My
I was playing
work
these
has been
daytime streams
super
for the
busy
longest time
lately,
over the
so I
summer.
haven't even been
Do
able
we
to
have that
watch.
problem during the
I haven't
summertime?
even been able to watch
Nope.
the pre-stream
You
while
wanna know why we
working
didn't have
like
that
I
problem?
usually do.
'Cause
My
typically
work's
on the
been
daytime
fucking
streams,
nuts.
There's more moderation.
But
You'll
I'm
see
trying
one or
to
two
keep
mods will
the
swing by,
fires
they'll go
burning
about for
on the
an hour or
channel
two at
in
a
Lefty's
time.
absence.
They'll shut that nonsense down, and so the daytime streams are usually under control. It's not a big deal. It's usually these night streams where it becomes an issue.
He is spending almost 10 minutes straight talking about moderation instead of talking about why people should watch his content or why his content is meaningful. Other than the fact that he's existed. His reason for his content being meaningful is I've existed for 15 years, so somebody likes me.
Correct? Now, you might say, well, Phil, why don't you just have more moderators? What's going on with that? Well,
Yeah,
let's talk.
Satellite.
Let's be
I've heard
transparent
that
about it,
he's
all
been
right?
especially
I used to have
bad
way more
the past few
moderators.
days. I've kept up in the
I used to have a team
Discords.
of around 15 to 20 moderators at one point.
I've kept up in
And at that
Sly's
point,
Discord,
everyone
and I've
complained
kept
there
up
were too
on
many
the
mods,
Tractor
it was
Beam, obviously.
over-moderation,
What's up,
and people
Grandfather
didn't like it.
Miracle?
They actually got upset. There was too much moderation. So at one point, I actually advised everyone, let's cut back on moderation. Let's make the chats a little bit more free, a little bit more open. Let's give people more of an opportunity to talk more. And if people are razzing me and doing memeing, it's fine. Let me be the ultimate person to determine what's allowed and what's not, okay? And during this time period, this is years ago too, by the way. This is like maybe 2 years ago, roughly 2-3 years ago, when I decided to be more lenient with moderation. Essentially what happened is
Correct,
the
Jared.
moderators
That's why most of us are
had a
here.
lot of interest of being moderators.
Most of us are here, Jared, because DSP likes to say that he's this revolutionary pioneer who's changed and evolved, but he hasn't. If anything, ALT's work and the Dense Sea Scrolls are confirming he's the same chud he was in 2006.
And we had a few people who left. They said, I'm just too busy. I'm not going to do it anymore. A lot of moderators stopped coming to streams more regularly because they realized they weren't really needed as much. So since it wasn't as big of a concern, right, they stopped really caring as much.
Do you think that moderators stopped trusting you after you fucking doxed PW Dubs? Do you think doxing one of your moderators in a moderator Discord would make mods not trust you? Because everybody fucking knows about that. No one trusts you, Phil. No one trusts you. He makes it like he can't trust anyone. He makes it like, oh, I can't trust anyone. I don't have anybody that I can trust to moderate. The reality is nobody fucking wants to get a wrench from you. Nobody wants it. Nobody fucking wants it, dude.
And let's be honest, take a look. Really, right now, take a look at the chat. Is it bad? No, it's fine, right? Most of my streams are good. It's just these trolls have definitely focused in on the late night multiplayer sessions as the ones that they've realized they can try to ruin. Okay.
Yeah,
they know
big
that
up
now.
Ziggy.
Like, they have
I consider
hyper-focused
you
on those
one of the
streams.
foremost
Okay?
archivists
Now, here's
in the
other
detractor
half of why
space
this
right
is a
now.
bad thing. If you're coming
The
to a
shit you
to
stream,
watch me
dude,
play
is
multiplayer
stuff
game,
I've
right?
never heard of.
And
It's
you want to see
amazing.
if I'm going to do well or not. And even
You
if I
find
don't do well,
clips
that's
no
fine.
one
As long
else
as there's some
has,
moral
and I
support.
admire that a lot.
But all you're seeing in the chat is toxic shit. Phil sucks ass. And this fucking person's doing this and that. And
Dude, if I banned everybody that says I suck ass on my personal channel, or I'm bad at video games, or I'm this, or I'm that, I wouldn't have an audience, dude. Okay, here. I'll give the fucking Krigler answer. It's the fucking internet. Who cares? Because people are gonna razz you, man. People are gonna shit talk you. It's the fucking internet, man.
this one's a troll, that one's a troll. This
Phil
one's a
has
troll. I mean,
Phil
who
has
the
such
hell
thin
wants to stick
skin.
around for that?
Tryan,
And so
what's up,
some of the
dude?
feedback
I was
received in
talking
the last
about you
24 hours when I
a
asked you
little
guys,
while
I said
ago.
this last night, I
How
said,
you
I
are
noticed in this last week,
one of
Modern Warfare 3
our
beta
one of
stream
our
and
most
the Street Fighter
consistent
stream I did last
viewers,
night
but
was
also kind of
pretty
a
much,
troll,
we had high
and we love
viewership,
that.
but
I love how
lots of
much you
trolling and
both
incredibly
ironically
low
and
support.
unironically
Like,
troll
for a
Lefty
stream
and
that
I.
has
What's up, the
500
Fox?
viewers on
Yes,
stream, why did I make
ass.
$10 all night? And this has happened twice this week. And you know what? I got really good feedback. And here's the feedback I got. And I got this feedback from multiple regulars. We don't want to come to your late night multiplayer streams anymore. We've tried it, and at first it was fun, but what's happened is the trolls are targeting them now. And when we go there, we can't.
Targeting who? Who? Who are the trolls targeting? Who are the trolls actually targeting? Name one. Name one. If they're already targets of trolls, name names, dude. Name one. Name one person. If you really cared about your community, you would tell people to leave them the fuck alone, but you don't. Because you're a chicken shit cock, man.
can't have fun. It's just a bunch of shitty assholes coming and crapping all over everything, and it's not a positive, fun environment to be in. Instead, you try to play the game, and sometimes you fail, and you get upset, and then when you go back to the chat, all you see is trolling.
That is a good question, random nonsense. That is a really good question.
So, yeah, that's the feedback I'm getting is the regulars are actually telling me we don't want to come to your late night multiplayer streams anymore. We used to like them, but now there's not enough moderation.
Also, when he says the regulars are telling you, how are they reaching you, Phil? How are they sending you messages? Because there's a Discord that you kind of have that no one's supposed to know about. Your DMs are locked on Twitter. You don't use Reddit. Facebook is a fucking wasteland. You don't use Insta. So who is telling you things and how are they getting to you? Tell me. Who are these people that are somehow messaging you? Tell me. Do you have a second secret Discord that we don't know about?
So the trolls are not under control. And because the trolls aren't under control, they derail the stream when you're playing. It just exacerbates the situation, makes it worse. So you don't have a good time, we don't have a good time, and therefore we're not going to be there to support it. And that's what's going on. That's exactly the feedback I received.
So they flat out told you, Phil, oh, you're a little sad and salty on streams. We don't like that. But yet he blames the trolls. He blames the trolls for him not having a good time. Okay.
And I was shocked by a few people who actually sent me that message because I was like, I didn't think of it that way. And when they said that, okay, I guess that does make sense. All right.
Oh yeah, Ludwig. That's a good point. Derek is essentially his fucking not trigger man, but button man. Derek essentially gives kill orders to people in chat, and Phil does not ask questions. Derek will literally go, Phil, crush his skull. It'll be one of the LTG.mp3s. He'll just go, Phil, crush his skull. And Phil, no questions asked, will just take Derek at his fucking word. At his fucking regarded word. Regarded PDF file word. And I hate that.
The question is, what do we do to remedy the situation? And by the way, I want to say this, I take responsibility.
Correct.
I'm the person who runs the stream.
We should call him Obergruppenführer Derek.
Who ultimately turns on the stream, determines what games are played on
because that's basically what he is. He's a field marshal.
Okay. I should have been listening to your feedback more attentively, and I should have asked this question earlier, and I didn't. You know, to my philosophy was.
But Phil, people telling you, quote, we don't tip because you're not having fun. That's not feedback. That's people telling you that you're like they're not going to tip you, dude. He's confusing people, giving him an explanation with feedback. An explanation does not equal feedback. People have given you feedback for actual years. That 1440p shit he did that other day with Assassin's Creed, Prophet has been sending him dozens of emails for months about how to make his shit look better and run smoother. And he has done nothing except for when enough people complained about his AC Mirage initial stream.
Was just ignore the trolls. Just ignore the trolls. Just ignore the trolls. Well, you may have noticed now. Now maybe some of you are actually starting to understand.
I love that banana. Derek Von Ip.
Just ignore the trolls. Because even as much as you try to pretend they're not there, they can still be intrusive. To life, to stream, to whatever it is, they can still be intrusive. As much as you do, they don't exist to me. They don't matter. They still can find a way to negatively affect stuff. And this is a case in point. I didn't want to really acknowledge them or pay attention to them or talk about them. These streams I've just let roll. And now what's happened is increasingly less moderation, more trolls. Regulars don't even want to attend them anymore.
Yeah, actually, Nerd Brew, that would be the most based thing DSP could do. The most based thing DSP could do would be to close down his stream chat. Just turn it off, because the engagement doesn't matter. The chat engagement actually doesn't matter in the long term on his streams, because he either privates or deletes the streams. So the chat engagement goes away. So in terms of his metrics, he loses nothing if he turns off active stream chat. And it's not like he has a chat window that he throws up on screen. It's not like that's a thing. So he would actually lose nothing, except the only reason why he won't actually do the right thing and turn off chat for himself is that he needs chat to stroke his ego. Because as he said to Adam on the Side Scrollers interview, his laptop is his interaction to the outside world. So I think he would have to listen to the voices in his own insecure head a little too much if he turned off chat, but turning off chat is what he should do.
And now I get no support on them, even though I'm having a good time. That Modern Warfare 3 stream the other night, I had a blast. That felt like a blast.
Oh, you've been playing MW3? I should try MW3. Try
from a game from like 14 years ago.
Try and by the way, I'm thinking of playing BattleBit.
Like
if anybody's interested in BattleBit tomorrow, probably.
Squishing people. It was fun.
I know
shit.
Dayglow and Lord Thunder
wow,
want to play.
Trolls just invaded and people
so
were enjoying it in the chat.
I'm gonna see if they'll play.
No support that night. That's telling. You know what I'm saying? So there's basically a few ways to go about this. Okay? And
tell me.
I guess the question is, what's the best option? Because I want to talk with my audience about this before I make any decisions.
Seltzer time.
So here's a few things that can be done, right? Number one, I can try to get more moderators.
Okay,
right?
no worries. You don't have to try and I'm just letting you know. It'd be fun to play with you, dude. You're a fun guy to play games with.
Sit in chat and pretend to be positive elements just to find out later on they're catfishing. That happened twice to me so far. All right, over the years, where there's someone who sits in chat for a whole freaking year on an account and pretends to be a person that they're really not. They've invented an entire persona up. They made it up.
Dude, that's what the internet is, though. That's what the internet is. Perfect example. Is Banana Jones' name really Banana Jones? Are they? Are they? Banana Jones, you're a fake persona, all right? You're catfishing us all. Chat, Banana Jones is catfishing us all. There's no way their name is Banana Jones. They're a fake person, and Phil doesn't like their kind. It's the internet, dude. People have handles. Fuck off. It's not catfishing. It's not catfishing just because you're fucking internet illiterate.
It's completely fabricated. And so they sit here and...
Also, the second element to that cope, second element to that cope is that he would rather assume someone had ill intent from the jump than accept the fact that people can change their mind about him from positive to negative. That kills him. The notion that he himself can ruin his own reputation to someone is actually what is most damaging to his psyche. That's why someone has to be a sleeper troll. Someone always has to be a sleeper troll. What the fuck is this music? Okay, Amazon Music is now playing music that I didn't want it to play. Hold on. I have a plan for this. Let's play... I'm trying to think. I got it. Music derailment. I'm picking out music because the Crash Bandicoot music ran out. Here we go. Play this. Nope, not that. It's the wrong thing. Play this. There we go. All right. Yeah. He'd rather think that someone had to be a sleeper troll from the beginning. Does that make Leanna a sleeper detractor? Does that mean she catfished him? Because ultimately, there was a time where she kind of was his greatest troll, at least towards the end. There's that great, Gout, I think it's either a Gout Police or a Mr. Huff video of her being, like, troll supreme, man.
They pretend to be a positive element, and then they'll say, hey, I offer my services. I'd like to help you out as a moderator. All right, we'll give you a chance. So we give them a chance as a moderator, right? And they seem to be doing a good job. Right, and the next thing you know, 6 to 8 months into them being a moderator, all of a sudden one day they're doing awful things. He
also could be talking about Gamer J Lee, by the way.
They're saying awful things, you know. Oh my
god! Because Gamer J Lee was a known mod that went quote unquote toxic on Phil.
They'll leak like a chat between my moderators about nothing, about like daily life, about how to moderate the chat. It's basic stuff, nothing controversial, absolutely nothing secret behind the scenes. Oh look, I leaked the secret.
So Nerd Brew, I would argue that Linda Burnell is the original detractor for giving birth to Phil, for giving birth to Phil and gifting him a body with many shortcomings. Linda is the OG detractor. Take that to my fucking grave.
What are you talking about? There's nothing on there of any consequence to anyone. None of it is important. We're not sitting there all day discussing clandestine plans.
Ziggy confirms. Ziggy confirms that Phil is most likely talking about MK Liquid.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
They fabricate
Thank you,
as much
Ziggy.
as they can to make it act like there's drama.
I am always happy to be fact-checked and corrected.
You see? But just think about that. Someone who would sit around for a year on a stream pretending to be someone else, actively chatting, acting positive, just to find out it's someone else.
Also, dude, there's people. Discord is a good example. There's people in the Detractor Beam Discord who I'm pretty sure people think are women that do not in their real life identify as women, right? Like, online, gender or sex don't really matter. At least for me, they don't. I don't fucking care. I don't care if anybody's pretending to be whatever. It's the fucking internet. But Phil would rather create this whole story, this whole narrative that this person had to be a dirty, rotten liar.
This has happened with Marl. This has happened with Plumgorl. This has actually happened with 2 other accounts as
Big
well.
ups, Plumgorl. Also, how did he not know that Plumgorl was potentially a troll? How did he not know that? That is a fucking Tevin meme. Gorl. How does he not know? I don't know, Devilish Face. You tell me. No, I actually think Sadie and Indrid are like the 2 people on the Detractor Beam Discord that I'm pretty sure are actual ladies. Other than that, I don't fucking know.
Be someone else. They were just pretending to be nice. What was it? Anonymous? And then there was another one too, and I actually forgot their fucking name. That's how much I really care about them, right? I don't really think about these people. So this has happened tons of times over the years, right? And so when you think about this and you're like, so if people are willing to go that far to fake it, you know what I'm saying? Who do you trust? I don't know. Right now, I can tell you I trust every moderator I have.
Mathbear, like, so I didn't have the words for it, but you did. He attributes malevolence to everyone. To everyone. You know why? Because of someone like him who is genuinely scummy about everything can only assume that everyone else is like him. He can't even fathom that someone would do something for the greater good. There is always an ulterior motive for everyone he comes into contact with, because there's always an ulterior motive for him. So whenever he talks like this, he fucking shows his ass. Absolutely.
There's only like maybe 6-7 moderators that I have, and they don't come by full time at all. Every once in a while.
What's up, Jay Ruiz? Thank you for the 2.
Because there's no pressure. It's not like I'm being bossy and telling them what to do. They can come by whenever they want. If there's a game they're like,
yeah, Hitman. Okay, so announcement. Because Jay brought it up. More Hitman is coming. I have a Hitman episode pretty much ready to go. Lefty and I recorded the rest of season 1. So season 1 is recorded. Those are recorded. However, I've gotten sidetracked with some stuff I've been working on for the TBS fanfic competition and some other stuff just surrounding streams like AI voice generation and things like that. I've gotten derailed since Lefty left. Since Lefty left. But the Hitman stuff is going to continue. I would like to do more of it next week. Lefty gave me his blessing to do it while he's gone, if I want to do it while he's gone. And have a substitute waiting room co-pilot. And that substitute waiting room co-pilot will most likely be Tryan 007. I just need to find a Sunday afternoon that is good for that Hitman action. My Sundays have been a bit chaotic lately. So, what the fuck is Lefty doing? Lefty is just taking a break. Lefty's just taking a break. It's just taking a break, man. No, I don't think it's anything. I don't think it's anything negative. I think I got a message from Lefty a while ago, and he was like, "Hey, man, I'm taking a break for a while. Have fun on the channel. You can do Hitman stuff while I'm gone." But he should be back. He should be back in November. Everybody needs a break. So don't worry about it. Lefty's fine. I got a message from him the other day. He's fine, guys. But yes, most likely Tryan 007 will be my co-pilot in the waiting room when we do another waiting room. I don't know exactly when that's going to be. I would like it to be next week. I have a family thing that is potentially next week that I have to get the final word on, but more Hitman's coming. Don't worry about it.
The late night streams, and they're definitely not coming by to the late night multiplayer streams. Now, all I can do is ask nicely. hey guys, can you come by and moderate a little more? I can't force anyone to do anything. They're not paid employees.
The Counter-Strike 2 theory is a theory that I had.
Say to people, hey,
because I think it was Nerd Brew on one of the streams last week. Nerd Brew came up with the theory that he just wanted to take a month off to play Counter-Strike 2, which God bless him if he did.
That it's a whole catfish situation. For what? Because let's be honest here. Out of all that stuff that's ever happened, what, 4 times now? How much has actually ever happened? Nothing. Nothing ever comes of it. It's just a waste of everyone's time. Nothing super clandestine secret has ever been revealed. No giant bombshells were ever dropped. They're just fucking losers. They actually sit around for a year, wasting a year of their life doing that. Wow, really been really productive, and much has come out of it, right? Like nothing ever happened. But it's frustrating.
Lefty got called to the Marines again. You know, Lefty does look military, doesn't he? He does, right?
The problem would be try to find
because he's big and tall and he's got the short haircut. Yeah, he does look like a military dude.
Actually come and support and be real people to moderate, or are they going to be some secret troll who's actually just here to fuck around and then they're not going to help at all, right? I don't know, you know.
I don't. You'd have to ask Lefty. I don't know, Game Master. I don't know.
Number 2, the other option would be that I play multiplayer games on day streams instead. So if I'm going to play Street Fighter 6, it's actually a daytime stream. If I'm going to play a Modern Warfare 3 beta, it's a daytime stream, and then the night streams are reserved for the more chill.
Yes,
games,
Jared, you're learning.
Pay attention more to the chats.
DSP is word salad.
That means that I make way less progress in the narrative-based game. So upcoming, just a
that's right. That's right, Nerd Brew. Maverick needed a wingman.
Way less progress.
Maverick needed a wingman
because I'm playing them on night
so Lefty was like, I gotta go. So Maverick needs me.
You know what I'm saying?
But then I was like, I don't have my wingman. Where's my wingman?
That's what I don't understand. I need guidance. I need feedback. I want everyone's.
I need my wingman back.
I want to know, what do you guys think?
I do. I do miss Lefty. He's fun. He is a fun person.
Should it be that I switch the streams, or is that not a good idea? What should I seek to do? Is the question, right? See, now here you go. Dabhand says, well, as a UK viewer, I don't want to miss story-based games. If they're at night, 3 a.m. my time, I'll miss them. You're right. You're right. That's why I do it like that.
Okay. So if you're a UK viewer and you're gonna miss the day streams or whatever streams, he uploads the videos, man. Just watch the playlist. Now, guys, do you remember there was a time where if someone asked DSP, can you stream this at this time or that at that time, it would work better for me. What did he say? What did he used to say? He used to say, well, watch it on demand, man. I'm not going to change my streams to fit your schedule. And now he's doing the opposite. He's become such a fucking wet blanket about everything.
This is actually why I told you guys, as we moved into the busy gaming season, multiplayer games would be night streams and everything else would be daytime streams.
God, exactly right. The Fox. That is heinous, the Fox. That is fucking... Now, just
so you guys know, I reached out to my moderation team this morning. Toxic. I have not yet checked back with them to see if anyone has responded. I actively
reached out to his mods.
Would anyone be willing to step
How
up
did you reach out to him, Phil?
Moderate on the late night multiplayer streams, because these are now...
How did you reach out to him, Phil?
People are giving, even long-time viewers and fans are contacting me and saying, yeah, don't even
what
want
is
to
the
check these out
method
anymore because they're too toxic from these idiots. You understand? So I guess the question is, will they, does someone there say, yes, I can help? Or if the answer is no, none of them can help, then do I look for more mods, or do I take more drastic measures and swap streams? I don't know, but this is something we need to talk about now, all right? It is. It's something we actually need to actively talk about and investigate and do something about.
Take the background music down.
I don't
just
want
a scotch.
Multiplayer games to now have to be removed entirely from my schedule. You know how messed up that would be? Especially with, there's good games coming out that I want to play. I was genuinely surprised at how much fun I had playing Modern Warfare 3 the other night. I'm going to play it again on Saturday night and test it again on the Xbox, and I'm very interested to see if it goes well and if I want to buy. I was thinking I was going to skip it this year, but I had so much fun, I might actually end up getting it. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it. Let's play it again.
What's up, big guy?
Right? But yeah, if it's going to be
mods help,
then maybe I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys, again, that's why I want your feedback. So please leave comments on this video. Let me know what you think in chat.
Dude, we mod a lot of people around here, right? Just mod some people. Here, Nerd Brew, congratulations. Welcome to your internship. You're getting a wrench, buddy. I'm gonna add you as a standard mod. Okay. Welcome to the internship, Nerd Brew. Enjoy your wrench.
Email me, however you want to reach me. I'm open. There's many ways you can contact me. That's why it's hilarious when people say,
Decepticon, you can start banning.
There's a million ways you can contact me.
You can start banning.
If you want to contact me on something important,
it's up to you, dude.
It's not hard to reach me. I'm an easy to find guy. Okay.
You can. I know you miss the bans
please give me
because
that feedback.
Lefty's not
And
here.
let's figure this out.
Lefty
Let's
used
not
to
make a
ban you
drastic
pretty
action
often,
soon,
but
right?
I don't.
Let's
I don't
talk
like
about
to
it a
ban
little bit.
Decepticon.
Maybe over the next couple of podcasts, please continue to send me your feedback. We'll talk about that feedback that I receive over the next few
Oh,
shows.
Decepticon, by the way, when we're done with this, I think I'm going to redirect to you. I think that makes the most sense.
But I don't want to see multiplayer go away. I don't. At the same time, like
I also will be watching Halloween Kills tonight
back when I was
after
on Twitch
this.
particularly, I had
Which I'm really excited for Halloween Kills,
They were
actually.
constantly moderating. People were very upset at that, and they liked the fact that I was becoming more lax with moderation. So for the last 2-3 years, I've become way more lax with moderation, and now look what happens. Now I'm getting direct complaints. There's not enough moderation.
Hold on, keep watching Phil.
Like,
I'm going to
right?
mute myself. I have to take a phone call.
I lose no matter what. Too much, not enough. Where's the happy balance there, right? So anyway, by the way, it's funny because I also hear like other people, like people always talk about LTG, and apparently LTG has like one of the biggest lockdown chats in history over there. Like he'll just go crazy apparently with moderation and constantly moderate everyone. It's like, damn. So I probably have one of the more lax streams for people who gets trolled. And then it's funny too because I will address this too. This is a good time to address it. Every once in a while I get a newcomer who comes to my streams and I ask for feedback and they're like, well, my basic feedback is this. Why on earth do you have sub-only mode? What are you, crazy? If a newcomer comes to your stream, they want to talk right away. And they have to wait 24 hours to talk on your stream. That turns off tons of people and they leave and never come back. And then I just have to respond. You really were not here during that time period when I jumped from Twitch to YouTube to see that month when I didn't have sub-only mode. Because if you were here and you saw how insane it was wildly insane. Trolls coming in by the droves.
Well, joke's on you, Sonic. That conversation was about my girlfriend coming home with cat medicine. So, congratulations on knowing that my girlfriend is coming home with cat medicine.
There was no way to stop it. It was
Big ups, dude.
non-stop spam. It wasn't until sub-only mode that we were able to shut that shit down. And by the way, at first, it wasn't 24-hour sub-only mode. It was like 1 hour.
Oh, sub-only mode. Yeah, dude. This is sub-only mode is an incredible engagement repellent, by the way. If you want to make sure people know your content is meaningful, make it so you have 24-hour sub-only mode. My content is so good, you have to wait a day to engage with it. Get fucked.
Users sat there creating 20, 30, 40 accounts per hour just to spam the chat. At least when it's once a day, they realize they're only going to get one chance a day to troll. And once it's done, they got to wait another 24 hours, and they're impatient, and they don't want to wait, so they don't bother with it. You see? I'm not saying that it stops all trolling. It certainly does not. But the 24-hour sub mode, very, very...
It is my belief that the 24-hour sub mode invites trolling. And the reason is, you have people with socks lying in wait that are pre-subbed. And they're just going to troll, burn that sock, get out, and use another one. Whereas if people could troll under the same name, at least you can kind of like, dare I say, develop a rapport with trolls. I kind of love seeing certain troll names in his chat, like Now Guys. Now Guys is probably my favorite name to see in his chat. Like if I'm watching DDM or Raw Phil, I always laugh when Now Guys are in there. I know Satellite Style Internet is also represented in there. Very, very good. Big up Satellite Style Internet. I know Dingus is around as Expand Dog.
Very much deters people from being active trolls. Okay, if we turned that off, the floodgates would open and no one would. You think the night streams are bad now? If I turned off the sub-only mode or made it more lax, no way. The stream would be unmanageable, completely unmanageable, and no one would have a good time. You know, so there's no way that I want to do that. I think that would be like shooting myself in the foot real bad.
Actually, the two things he could do for an engage. Yes, I am still playing AC Mirage. I love it. It's very good.
To do something like that.
Yeah,
but that's the thing.
I am.
A lot of people don't know that.
I could play it now. If we really wanted to, I could play it now.
I get so many trolls. The thing is, you don't really.
Wait, can I? Is my split screen still?
Take a look. There's been no problem.
Yeah, my split screen is still set up. My camera is down, but my split screen is. Hold on.
So
I could play Assassin's Creed Mirage right now. Right now.
But people don't understand that. They actually don't get it.
Right now. Hold on.
Come to one of these live streams and see what these idiots are trying to do.
I can do this.
And then you'll understand where I'm coming from with this and where everyone's coming from with this. I mean, people tell me they don't want to attend
Put
night
that
streams
there.
because of trolling. That's horrible. I don't want. If you're not going to attend the night stream,
take this
tell
down.
Me you don't want to come and support a night stream because you don't like the content. I'm not entertaining. The stream is not fun. It's a wrong game. That's one thing. If I want to fail, I want to fail because of me and my content. I don't want to fail because of outside influences like fucking
Let's
trolls.
play Assassin's Creed Mirage.
That's a horrible reason to fail. And I don't want to have multiple streams now where people are telling me we're not going to come and support anymore, and we're not going to come watch in a positive way.
So
because
that
there's too
still
many
needs
trolls.
to be
It's fucked
up.
You know?
And
so
then
we got to fix this one way or another. We have to.
This goes
all right?
here.
So let's work on it together. And the only way we're going to figure that out is feedback. So let me know. Let's brainstorm a bit. What do you guys think?
What do you
If the
guys
answer
think?
is to put daytime streams as multiplayer streams, that's great. But how do I do that without putting all the narrative-based games at night and now people miss out because they can't be there at night, right? If the solution is to add more moderators, if the solution is to add more moderators,
hold on.
how
AC
on earth
Mirage.
do I find people who are dependable moderators?
That'll work.
Because I've looked, and sometimes you get these people who literally act nice for a year and pretend
AC
to be a whole
Mirage.
person they're not. They
Okay.
invented a fucking persona.
We have
that
Assassin's
doesn't exist.
Creed.
Like I said, there were 2 people out there who
Yes.
pretended to be women for a whole year. They had people who befriended them and thought that they were real people, and it was all fake. It was some loser behind a computer with a fake catfish persona.
I need to do one more thing so that I can see the chat, and then we'll play.
And then come to find out, they're all fakers, and they were
we'll
literally here all
play AC
along
Mirage.
just to sit
Hold
here and
on.
try to get inside information on my stuff, and then try to basically troll and get me banned and do fucked up stuff. And none of it ever came to anything, but it's pretty pathetic to think about that. This is what these fucking losers are doing, right? So how do you figure this out? I'm all ears. My ears are open.
Give me feedback.
The lines have been freed. Speak to me and let me know what you think. All right? I would love your feedback on this. It's just funny because every time that I try to tell people about this stuff, they don't believe me. It's documented. That it happened.
It's documented.
No, that's an exaggeration. People don't harass you that much. They wouldn't go out of their way that much to do it. Yeah. Twice. Not once. Twice. Entirely catfished invented persona.
Okay, got that.
So what do you do? Right?
Pop this out.
What do you do to solve the problem? I don't know.
Put this here. I'm rearranging things on the fly so I can play AC Mirage.
Now, here's the funny
Wait,
part.
one.
Pikachu Hat says, trolls probably account for 70% of your common viewer base, like on a stream.
That is true.
Ignore them. Don't give them clout.
Trolls do
Let them
account
give
for
you
a lot
clout.
of his
But that's
viewer
the
base.
problem. There's one
That
thing
is
if
true.
they're just here viewing. It's another thing if they're ruining the stream. And I'm getting feedback from my longtime viewers and supporters telling me
Long
these particular
time.
night
All right, I
multiplayer
can see
streams
the
are
chat.
ruined by that.
We are
I can't
almost
just
okay
ignore
to
that.
go.
It's a difference between ignoring their nonsense and ignoring the fact that they're ruining particular content that I'm putting out.
How are
Right?
how
The
is
funny
how
part
are
is,
trolls
if you're actually
ruining
watching the
content?
on-demand videos,
All right, we're gonna
you're
play AC
probably
Mirage.
Not aware of any of those, right? You're probably not aware of any of it at all, right?
Let's
Because
do
you
it.
don't see it. You don't see the trolling in the chat or whatever. But you might wonder, like, wait a minute. Phil just put out an entertaining.
If you guys
Modern Warfare
want
3
game
stream. I wonder why
sound,
no one's
I can,
This is why I'm being actively told.
I can turn the
longtime
game
viewers, this is
sound on.
why.
It's up to you guys.
I trust them. Sorry, I trust someone who's been watching me for years, supporting me for years, being honest with me. I believe those people, you know? Okay.
Do I have a new tool upgrade available?
Because that's the only way things will improve is for you to actively tell me your honest opinions on the situation and for us to try to figure it out together.
Let's go
all
to
right?
a
please
bureau.
Please let me know the feedback. I'm all ears. And like I said, this is not going to be a quick fix.
Assassin's
There's no way to
Bureau.
quick fix this, you
Oh, would be
understand?
the
But
best
maybe
one.
within a few streams, we can start to brainstorm ideas, whether it is switching the schedule around, whether it is getting more mods, whether it's a combination
Observatory.
of both. I don't know, but we need to talk about it and stop ignoring it. Because I
We'll go to this one.
refuse to have my content ruined by outside forces like that. Again, if I'm going to fail, tell me I'm failing because of me, right? Like,
You
okay,
are
I'm gonna give
failing.
another piece
No,
of
we'll go to
feedback
this one.
that I received.
You are failing because of you, dude.
Overnight, I had more than like 5 people directly say, "Don't play Lily anymore in Street Fighter 6." And I was like, "Wow, really? Why?" And they're like, "Because we're watching you
Yes,
play."
Creed. That's
and
right, Devilish
yes,
Face.
we can tell she's so hard to use.
Yes,
I mean, the
Creed.
competitive community agrees. It's not like, oh, it's just me saying this. The competitive Street Fighter community agrees. Lily is one of the
Here, we
worst
need
characters in Street
something-
Fighter 6.
we need
She's just so
something
hard to
in
use.
that
You have to be
corner.
absolutely perfect using
Let's
her to win
get.
matches
I don't
at a
like
high
that
level.
corner being
And it's
so
just-
empty.
It's not going to happen.
Let's
like, after watching you play with her
add.
last night and seeing the matches you won, you played well. You got everything down. Your combos
Let's
came
do
out.
this.
The moment that something dropped, you just lost the whole match and you couldn't do anything about it. That's not fun to watch.
Do this.
That's the feedback I got. That's just not fun to watch. She's too
There
low
we go.
tier to actually watch and have fun. Because the thing is, could I eventually win with Lily at the master level? I believe the answer is yes. However, it's going to take
That's something.
tons
Dancing
of
Phil is in the
practice.
top corner.
And I think
That's
that's the
something.
problem. People don't want to see the practice. They want to see the end result. But that's not life. In life,
You
have
wanna
to
see
have
the end
practice to
result,
get the end
dude.
result. You can't cheat and skip ahead, right? Well, I don't have time off streams to be grinding away at Street Fighter 6 to get better with Lily, so I can put out a master.
You
want
want to actually just see the end result. You actually do not care to practice
I don't have the extra time to
anything.
do that. Maybe someone else does. That's just not my life situation. Okay. And what people are telling me is they don't like the practice. Like last night with Lily, just for the record, I lost an insane amount. I have the numbers. I think I won.
Oh
like
yeah,
40
that
matches,
dance
and I lost, like,
brew.
30-something
Well, we
matches. It
are
was the
getting
worst
years of
ratio I've ever
mileage
had.
out of it.
It was only like 34%
It's so useful.
win.
It's one of the most
That's by
useful
far the
stream
worst ratio
assets
I've had besides
in
maybe
the
like a
detractor
Steam stream
world.
where I did worse. Or actually, I think the initial DJ stream was actually worse than that. But for the most part, that's one of the worst I've ever had. The thing is, I was fully.
I thought there was a bureau closer
I
to
didn't
here,
think I
wasn't
was
there?
gonna jump into
Yeah.
Lily
Oh,
and all of a
I
sudden be
marked
doing
the
well. She's
wrong.
one of the worst in the game.
I marked
So
the wrong
knew-
bureau.
I
Oh
absolutely
yeah, I
knew
could
was
just
gonna
fast
lose,
travel there.
lose, and I
Duh,
was
of
gonna get
course.
salty or whatever. But the thing is, I feel like the more I play with her, right? If I were to play 4 or 5 streams with her, by the end of the 4th, 5th stream, now I've learned exactly what's working and what's not. I know more about the
correct,
top tier matches.
Meth Bear.
That's the thing. I
You are
actually,
absolutely
yesterday
correct.
Was shocked that some of the things that I was
Phil
doing that
got
I thought were safe
catfished
came out.
hard.
Did you know? Just listen to this. Lily's best normal for combos is crouching fierce punch. It's a 2-hit move, and if either hit combos, you could drive rush off of it and do a full combo. Did you know it's not safe? Did you know that if she does it from a certain range, someone could just jump and kick her right out of it? She can't recover in time to block. I didn't know that. It's her best normal. It's the one that she should be throwing out the most, and it's unsafe. So you want to talk about a low tier character? A character who the only way that can lead to damage
Ooh, I
is
could
an
unlock a
unsafe move.
blow dart
That's
or
terrible.
a
That's
noisemaker.
fucking atrociously bad. So
Or a
I
trap.
didn't know that. So that's things I have to learn. That's things I have
get
to
a
learn
blow
about
dart.
spacing
That
and
sounds
timing that I
fun.
don't know yet. And that will get better in time. But it seems to me people like me playing Lily when I'm winning. But if I'm losing, they don't want to see me practice and learn. They
Yeah,
just
the
wanna see
Project
me
7
win.
run is
Well, that's not
good.
gonna happen with
The
Lily. It's just,
green
well, she's
screen
the hardest-
stuff
one of the
is
hardest
great.
characters. I'd say Zangief is probably just as hard to learn and play with. And maybe Dalsim as well, I would say. He's
I
really
don't
good.
care about this Street Fighter stuff.
There's no
Hold
way
on, let me
to just instantly be getting
page
that
over
gratification,
here.
which a lot of people want. They're used to instant
like
gratification on the internet. They're not used to the
factually.
climb, they're not used to learning.
I factually
You'll
don't
see
care
people
about
learn or
this.
grow. They just
We're
want
gonna go to
instant
1
wins.
point.
That doesn't work
We're
in
gonna go
Street
to
Fighter. I told you guys
1.5.
when I
I
started playing Street Fighter
factually don't
4.5
care.
months ago, that Street Fighter will take an insane amount of time investment for me to learn. And the thing is, if I was still playing it like I was back in June, July, where I was doing 3 major streams a week, I'd probably be much better with Lily and Master.
Ooh, armor
If I'm only
piercing
playing a
knives.
couple times
I
a
want
week,
that.
It's the first time I even use Lily and Master. It's gonna be rough like that, you know. So the feedback I actually got was, don't play
Give me
Lily.
that.
We want more Blanca and maybe go back to Honda, but do not ever play Lily again. Now, I don't agree with that. I want to play with Lily again. You know, but you know, after that feedback last night, maybe I will stay away from her a little bit. You know what I mean? Tonight I'm going to play with Blanca on purpose because I'm doing better with him. I know he's a better character, and I want to try to maintain.
Oh, wait,
at least
could
a
I
level
get
of
another
by winning
tool?
Some matches, you know. So, excuse me.
I think I can get another. I can get all the tools.
So anyway, thank you for the feedback. Continue to send it. Let's try to attack this problem together. I think there's a lot of factors here. Number one, can some of my moderators maybe step up and come to the later streams? I won't know that.
Oh, moderators step up.
Can I maybe
What's up,
find some
Heather?
moderators? I don't know if I can even do that on short notice and trust someone, right? Can we swap the streams around? Well, maybe I can, but then is that going to be disappointing to those who like the narrative-based games earlier?
He's asking
And
for
is that not
mods
gonna
to
make
step
less
up. Just-
progress in the
just
games I'm playing
mod
'cause I'm playing
people,
them in my
dude.
late night streams that are shorter.
That's all you got to do.
There you go.
Is mod people.
Okay. All right. Now, and by the way, I'll say
Alright,
one final thing.
let's
This is so
see.
ludicrous. The point I'm making when I'm talking
This
about
is
these late night
so
streams
ludicrous.
is that it just seems like
Let's
overall
head
the enjoyment level
for
is down. The enjoyment
this
is from trolls
viewpoint.
trolling for 2 reasons. Because I'm not doing well in a competitive
Let's
game,
fast
or because the
travel
score is
here.
low. So they're reveling in toxicity and negativity. That's who's enjoying the stream. My positive viewers are telling me they're not enjoying it. Okay? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because as I told you guys, I feel there's a direct
Good question,
correlation
Game Master.
between level
What
of
if you did
enjoyment
play with
and the amount
Ryu
of
and
support I
Ken?
get on a stream. If someone's
I
enjoying the
don't
stream,
know.
they're going to be more apt to support said stream because they're having a good time and they want that good time to continue. They want to see more of those good times in the future. If they come to a late night stream of me playing Street Fighter and half the chat is a bunch of new accounts just created in the last week trolling,
No,
what
dude,
is
the
their incentive
problem
to
is
support that stream? They
you.
want to get the fuck out of there and come back
People
when that stream's
largely
back in
ignore
order, right?
trolls,
That I
except
understand.
Derek.
I totally get that. Because idiots like to say things like, well, I
The
don't
only
understand
people
because you had a
that
good
like
game time stream yesterday.
care about
You've completely
trolls are
missed the
Derek
point.
and Jade.
That's not my point.
Most
The
people
point is that
ignore them.
yesterday was a disaster
And you know
day
what?
where I wasn't
He
supported.
tells
The point
people
is that I
in
want
his
every
chat
stream to be done
constantly,
well, so
"Oh,
people
ignore
like
the
it. People
trolls.
want
The
to
trolls are
support
here,
every
but just
stream. You
ignore them."
understand? I don't want to have a
As
whole
he's
stream where I feel like
moderating the
you're wasting everyone's
trolls very
time.
publicly.
Everyone's time on this planet is incredibly
He
valuable.
did play
To me
Ryu.
and to you, it should be. Everything we do
Okay.
has meaning, right? There's not a moment where it should be wasted because we have limited time on Earth. I want you to have fun when you're on my streams, not come and be disappointed. I wanna
Dude,
fix
you
that
are
problem.
the
If that's
biggest
problem,
waste
then
of
it's disappointing
time.
because of trolling. I want you to fix that
Actually.
problem, right? It's not, oh my god, you made $10. Fucking who cares? The $10 is just a symbol that people didn't enjoy it.
The $10 is a
But some
symbol.
people just can't
Okay.
understand that correlation because they're so wired in their heads about money.
Hold
and income
on.
and greed
I
and
have
shit
to
that they don't
go.
get
Hold
logic.
on.
They can't understand.
Oh my
And
God,
again,
I
they don't operate
can't.
their own fucking business. You know?
I can't
It would be
do
the same
this.
as saying
I wasn't set
you
up for
operate
this.
A sandwich shop. And the sandwich shop had a really good
all right,
day,
sandwich
but then at
shop
night the
analogy.
entire
Let's
shop was
fucking
dead.
go.
Well, why was the shop dead at night? I don't want my shop to be dead at night. I want people to enjoy my product all day long.
But the difference is, Phil, you're not giving your viewers a sandwich. You're not giving your viewers something that they eat or something that they can exchange, something that is tangible. You are literally wasting their viewers' time. And that's what I am doing too. I am here to entertain, present content, and kill time. As soon as you realize that, you'll be in a better place. No one should ever feel obligated to super chat you, tip you, anything. No one should ever feel obligated because you know why? The content at a base level is free. I don't want anybody to feel like they need to become a member to see content. I don't want anybody to ever feel like they need to super chat. That's dumb. It's really stupid to guilt people into giving you money. A sandwich shop owner telling people to buy more sandwiches and like crying about it would be laughed out of their respective chamber of commerce. Like, that is such a fucking bad move. That this proves that his business degree is fraudulent, because rule number 1 of running a business is you do not discuss internal financials with customers. You do not. It is none of their fucking business what your internal financial status is. But he's constantly going over his own fake financials every day on his streams.
So what changed during the day to night? Figure that out, fix it, and then people can enjoy your shop all day long, correct? Why would you be happy with only people coming at one time and not the other? You want everyone to enjoy it all day long. So as a business owner, you want to do that stuff. You want to attack these. You look for the root cause of a situation and try to improve the situation. You don't just ignore it and say, oh, there's no situation.
Dude, the root cause is you.
Right?
You can't do root cause problem solving if the root cause is you.
I absolutely think that we can figure this out.
You need to change.
All right? So let's do it together.
Phil would need to fundamentally change.
Required, asked for, please give it to me. Again, so many ways to give me feedback. Leave a comment on this video, email me, talk in chat. Some people are giving me feedback now.
No one emails anymore.
All right. So there you go.
That's another thing.
Okay.
No one emails anymore, and he has to accept that.
Okay. I guess now what we will do is
it's all DMs, man.
All right. We start off today with Pimpin' Pat, who re-upped his membership for 5 months and says, "Cheers to 5 months. Have you lost weight?" Overall, in the last year, yes, I have. You know, my heaviest.
You've lost weight because you're wasting away.
All right.
You're like factually wasting away.
I'd say around 2017, 2018, I was kind of getting fat again, like 220, 230, and I've adjusted my lifestyle. I don't eat as much.
You're still fat now.
I eat a lot of home cooked food. I rarely eat out. And since I made those changes, I've lost
barely
a lot
eats out. So guys, this is semantic side Phil. Did you hear that? I barely eat out. Meanwhile, he orders DoorDash like how many times?
But I'm around that weight.
How many times does he order DoorDash? Too many.
And I don't think I'm ever going to get there without tons of active exercise and actually actively trying to cut calories.
What's up, Sam?
That way, you know, I'm at the age where my metabolism ain't so good compared to what it used to be. It doesn't just burn.
Same here, nerd bro.
But the thing is, I've cut out.
Lefty primarily runs our Twitter, so if I haven't responded to anybody in his absence, I'm sorry.
Like almost never.
But I use Twitter. Twitter and Discord are generally how I connect to people. I have not sent an email outside of work in actual years. Actual factual years.
So that probably had some fat content. Earlier this week we had an Italian bake, and it was pasta, so that's dense carbs, but it also had chicken sausage in it, so low fat content in the chicken sausage of that bake.
But carbs become sugar, sugar becomes fat. A high carb is not low fat content necessarily.
I always buy the one
He's
wrong.
wrong.
Low sodium, what has this, what has that cuts down those ingredients that are bad for you. You know, I always go for that. And I drink seltzer water all day long. Am I drinking soda? Am I drinking an energy drink full of sugars? No, I'm drinking seltzer water. That's what I drink all day. You know,
seltzer is still bad for you if you drink too much of it.
So I've cut most of those excessive calories and fat out of my diet.
And for someone who belches
by no means
pretty much constantly, he probably shouldn't be drinking seltzer. He likely has some kind of moderate to severe acid reflux.
That feels like shit. Which I used to feel like that all the time when I was too heavy, and now I don't feel like that anymore. I'm excited.
Dude,
you know, I think a lot of people
you drink coffee at 7 p.m. because you're tired. I'd say you're a fucking slug, dude.
Bad about themselves is because they just don't have energy because the weight makes that happen. I used to be like that.
You don't have energy. You factually don't have energy.
I can barely move around the house. This is not good. That's how I felt. And then, you know, once I finally found ways to make myself, I started feeling good about myself. Wait, I have energy? I'm not in pain. I don't feel it. My back's not killing me today. I can actually move around and do shit. You know, and then you get motivated to do other stuff. Hey, I feel good today. Let me do some exercise. Let me go and clean a part of my house.
When's the last time you did exercise, Phil?
Today. And next thing you know, you got some good stuff going in your life. It goes hand in hand. It compiles. You know, my life has gotten better since I lost that weight, and now I'm more, you know, more energetic for everything going on, and I really enjoy it.
No, you lost that weight because you're like factually wasting away.
Okay. Continuing on.
Oh, there's a key holder around here.
Prince Albert did a super chat this morning. Was Gorilla Pimp one of the scumbags? He was funny. I have no idea. Gorilla Pimp was a weirdo. Like, he would come on some streams and be... Now the sun's coming out again. He would come on some streams and he'd be totally positive and fun.
I pickpocket this dude. Sudden,
he would show up and be like a toxic jerk. And you don't know what's going on. Like, how's he feeling today? If he's in a good mood, he's a nice guy. And if he's in a bad mood, he just wants to be a jerk to
him, but
he's like, what is going on?
He's not the one we're looking for.
He got banned and unbanned. At one point, you lose track. You don't give a shit anymore, right? Cursed Nothic. Did I say your name correctly? Did a super chat. Thank you.
Yes, Ludwig. You're absolutely right. He's losing muscle, not fat. Exactly. He's wasting. And he's like taking it as a sign of pride that he's lost weight. Not all weight loss is objectively good.
I refuse to have my content ruined and have the quality of the content degraded and changed for personal benefit.
There we go.
I years ago could have done that. Years ago, I could have implemented toxic shit, trolling shit in my content, right? I could have changed to be like every other YouTuber and constantly slamming everyone else and criticizing everyone else.
You did that.
And I would have been good at it too. I know I would have been good
you
at it.
did
'Cause the other
that.
day, I inadvertently would put out a video, not knowing the repercussions it would have, and it would
He
reverberate across the internet
factually
because I said something about gamer
gatekept
content
Tobuscus,
creators, right?
Toby
And I decided
Turner,
not to
when
do that.
Toby
I don't
Turner
wanna
was
do that.
trying to get
That's
into
not the kind of
gaming.
guy I am. I want
No,
people to
I
do my
don't
content
like
and
Toby.
enjoy it
I don't
and
like
relax
Toby
time.
Turner.
We can
Toby
share our
Turner
opinions on
is a
levels of video
scumbag,
games
objectively.
together. We can have a nice social
But
interaction
he
on a podcast.
factually
That's what I want. I don't want people
gatekept
to come
Toby
get games.
Turner,
What's the new
and he
hot toxic
factually
bombs? People
slut
slam.
shamed
People insult. Oh, well, they say
I
what Phil's thing.
Justine
What ridiculous thing will they say
for
about Phil?
making
Well, the
gaming
money's funny.
content.
But,
Like,
no.
factually.
I refuse to have my content ruined for these people just for personal gain, right? I mean, if you haven't had any examples of this year, right, how I refuse to cash in on drama. I'm not going to be on a fucking Keemstar podcast for $50,000. I'm not going to be interviewed for $5,000 to talk about drama topics. I refuse. I'm not.
I broke
don't
something.
play that.
I don't know what I
I'm not gonna
broke.
do that shit.
I'm playing
here
this game
to
like a
provide
dent, by the way.
specific content, curated content
Thank
for
you,
my
everybody,
audience,
for
and
putting
that's
up
all I
with
care
it.
about. I don't care about the whole personal gain aspect of it. All right. Wiley Coyote, we have this membership for 14 months saying 672 for moderator. 672 does not want to be a moderator. Okay?
No, 672 would be
Doesn't
the
want to
worst
a moderator.
mod,
Stop
by the
saying
way.
dumb shit like that. Because I will be honest. I think when people say shit like that, oh, I nominate this person for mod, this person for mod. No.
Okay, so I can
that's not
blow
for
up
you to
this
decide. That's
wall
for them to
if
say,
I
hey, feel like maybe I'd like
find-
to do this, and then they volunteer. That's not for you to
If
put
I
their name forward.
find
I find that offensive.
exploding,
You know, you gotta understand
exploding
something,
stuff.
especially when you have, sadly, a troll element that follows you around the internet. Anyone who's a moderator,
Dude,
for someone like me
672 is a troll.
what the
He's
fuck
just a
trolls
cock
are
for you.
That's not right.
672 is like a known wings troll, right? But Phil is fine having him in the chat. I just don't get it.
They'll do it.
I like
Don't
actually don't get it.
be a jerk about it, right? Like, don't
I think
try
I
to
fucked up. I'm gonna go do something else.
Okay? All right. Pikachu hat did a super chat. What if we do a few retro RPG streams like Quest 64? Trolls hate those. True supporters, that's funny. Trolls hate those. True supporters stay nice and chill. Work with
Yeah,
the
exercise is fun trying.
Because I'm playing
I
Chrono
agree.
Trigger, I can actually pay attention. So when the trolls did, oh, they tried. They tried to derail Chrono Trigger, and they just looked like assholes. The truth is, when trolls come to those streams, everyone there who's positive just ignores them. They come with their fucking 10, 20 clone accounts, and it's dumb. Everyone's like, nah, nothing's going on. And then I go,
So
ban, ban, ban,
that's
and we're all good. We just move right on.
contrary to
Everyone
what
knows
he
to
just
ignore
said
the- it's
then.
like, ignore the loser who's in the room.
He
He's
just
like,
said
"Look at me,
that
come on, hey, look at me. Come on,
he
look,
just said that
look,
people
look,
didn't
look."
show up
And
to his
then
stream
that's
because
just
of the
fucking bad. He's
trolls,
a
or they
moron.
felt
He just
threatened
fucking
on his
sits there all
streams
day long,
because of the
ignoring them all.
trolls.
And then he does.
And now
Because
he's
he
saying
knows
that
he's
during
an idiot.
Chrono Trigger,
That's exactly what it was.
they
during those
ignored the
streams. Problem
trolls.
is, I can't take care of it when I'm playing the multiplayer games. You know, I'm not actively looking at the chat.
Could it
constantly. I can't take
potentially
care of
have
it,
been
you know?
because the trolls were watching Aquateal or
We're gonna
Anne?
do the super chat.
Because both Anne
We're gonna
and
host a
Aquateal
tribunal
were
segment
streaming that,
on live
by the
stream
way.
Where chat will decide if we should ban certain viewers. 672's time has finally come. No, I don't think we're not going to be doing tribunal streams anytime soon. Maybe in the future. Maybe I'll take your feedback into consideration.
Hey, does
Maybe
anybody
we'll
remember
have
the
tribunal
character
soon.
assassination
Perhaps.
of DJ
It'll be time for
Runo?
ultimate
Because I
judgment.
do.
I know he's joking, by the way. What
He
the heck is
fucking
going on?
assassinated Runo
All right.
on stream, by the way.
$5 tip came in from Dan the Man. He says, hey, Phil, what's going on? Dan, it's good to see you, and thank you for the support. I really appreciate that. You know, especially during streams where it's kind of slow, and you tip, and I appreciate that very much. So thank you for that, Dan. Biggest tipper of the day.
I appreciate you for your tips.
So I got
Okay.
a dollar tip, but again, I think people completely misconstrue what I'm saying. What this person is saying is, if you have a good daytime stream, then you shouldn't care what you make on the night stream. You've
Yes.
missed the point. You have missed the point.
Yes,
You understand?
that
Here's
is
the point I'm
objectively
making.
true.
Is, again, I keep telling you this and saying this, and some people misconstrue it because you know why? They want to believe the toxic negative thing. I want you, for one moment.
How is that
I want you to
toxic
clear
and
your mind.
negative?
I want you to pretend like my detractors don't exist. I want you to pretend like I'm just saying something fresh for the very first time.
How,
Okay?
Cat,
Pretend like there's
how
no
is that
other
an unfair
facts
statement?
involved. And I know that's
How is that
incredibly
an
hard to
unfair
do.
statement to
Now,
be
your
like,
mind
hey,
is clearly
dude,
about
if
something.
you make decent
All right?
money on the day
My
stream, who the
philosophy on
fuck cares
content
about the
creation
night
that has
stream?
worked for 15 years,
How's that unfair?
all right, is that if you're making positive and fun content for your viewers, and if your viewers are enjoying the content, they will reciprocate by supporting said content. Now,
No, but
that
they
will
don't
not
have
necessarily
to.
happen every single time. There will be some extenuating
The
circumstances.
entitlement
People have said
is
there's gonna be a slow
real
time
with
every
this
once in a
one.
while. That's fine. I get
Because
that. I totally
he's saying
understand.
that if you
But
enjoy
in
your
general,
if you enjoy
for
the
someone who's
content, you
operating
should
a
tip
stream
and you
and
should
business,
super.
all right?
And that's
My goal
wrong.
is to put out
That it's wrong to it's wrong to expect that
during
of
the
your
course
audience.
of any given day.
It's like so
All
wrong.
right, that I can make you entertained.
all right, I have to
and entertained
focus
enough
on this.
That you want to support
Hold
that
on.
content because you liked it so much, you want to see it continue.
It's
All right?
like it's objectively wrong to talk like this, like objectively wrong, because maybe people like your streams, but they can't fucking tip. Maybe they don't have $5. There's a lot of people that literally don't have $5. He is rapidly approaching like Bad Bunny Findom territory here, because he's implying that like if you enjoy, you shall tip me, and this is like this should be against TOS in my opinion, implying that like people should tip because they like the stream. Like fuck that, dude. That's why nobody likes you, Phil. That's like actually why nobody likes you. Well, that worked. Oh, Phil's paused. Why is Phil paused? Come on.
At face value, that statement
Phil's
is
got to
correct,
keep playing.
So it stands to reason. If you're here for a daytime stream and you're having a really good time and you support it, great. If you're here for a nighttime stream and it's a completely different game and you enjoy it and you're here and you support it, great. If there's a stream that doesn't get support, you wonder why. What was the reason? What was the root cause? Could it have just been one off
Maybe
bad
people
situation?
didn't feel
Yes,
like
could
it.
be. But the
Maybe
feedback
people
I'm receiving is
literally
that it's
didn't
not.
feel
That
like
there's
it.
a pattern with these late night multiplayer streams, and that's what we're trying to figure out. But when you say something to me like, oh, well, your daytime stream did really well with support, so you shouldn't even care about your nighttime stream, and I'm offended that you do. That's absolutely ridiculous. You've missed the point.
They have every right. They have every right to be turned off by the fact
that you enjoy it.
You are asking for money.
That's the point.
He factually asks for money after he gets $150 on a day stream. The other day, he literally got $150 on the day stream and was asking for money on the night stream. That is objectively scummy, especially when he says $50 a stream is all I need. $50 a stream, $100 a day. That's objectively scummy.
No one said that. There's a difference between being very business-minded, matter-of-fact, want to support, or excuse me, want to create.
Business is not begging. I'm sorry, Phil, but begging is not business. And I believe there is a famous Snort Brunel, well, it's a Phil clip, but Snort Brunel used it along, where he'd say, it's not begging, it's business. That's not business. A sandwich shop owner doesn't beg people to buy BLTs, man. They don't.
Create entertaining content you want to support versus, oh my god, this is awful, now he's going to be e-begging all day. No one's e-begging. No one. The world didn't end because
if you're wondering why I'm like so scattered, I need to fix my Stream Deck. My Stream Deck configuration is all fucked up, so I don't have the level of control I usually have. So I have to like manipulate the controller, the keyboard, and the mouse at the same time, and it's fucking weird.
At every stream, I want every stream to be great. And I'm not satisfied when I have.
But your metric for what's great is out of whack, Phil.
They were both late
is the problem.
I said, how did they both do badly? Let's figure this out. I asked, and I got useful feedback. If I didn't ask that question, I wouldn't have gotten the feedback I just got that was going to allow me to do
my metric for a great stream is like this, is kind of like just hanging out and like having conversation.
And therefore, we just sit here and just accept it all. You understand what I'm saying?
What's up, Ozfell?
What you're saying in your tip, you're approaching it from the wrong direction. It's not about how much I made. How about
yeah, he is approaching moist critical beg levels.
A fucking nosy, intrusive scumbag who wants to say, look at every dollar someone made on a stream. Where did it go? What did it do? Stop with that fucking toxic ass mentality. Stop it. It's not helping anything. It's actually making things worse. Because when you have that mentality, all you care about is what this says down here rather than what's the fucking 99% of the stream up here. Right? Who cares about this fucking bar down there? You should care about what's up here. Right?
Phil, dude.
So why?
You're a guy that literally says routinely, this is the slowest stream in months. This is the slowest stream in months, is literally what he says. And how are you going to say that about your own stream and not expect someone to tell you, quote, you made $150 on the day stream, don't worry about the night stream, man. Maybe that is their way of actually trying to make you feel better. Like, Phil, you're complaining, but you're doing okay. You might even interpret that as like a positive criticism, right? But Phil is so insecure that he can't even tolerate that. He can't even tolerate that, dude. All right, I need to stop pausing. We have to get through this.
Concerned? Who cares? In truth, how did you even know that I had a good day yesterday on the Assassin's Creed stream? Were you there? No, you weren't.
Oh, dude, it's almost 8 o'clock already. All right, when we're done with here, when we're done with this, I'm gonna redirect you guys to Decepticon.
On the late stream, but he wasn't happy. You watched the detractor video. Stop it. Just fucking stop. You're hurting yourself and you're dumbing your fucking brain cells down to a dunce level, listening to their toxic shit. No one gives a fuck about what they say.
All right, let's go with the main objective.
On every single stream. If I didn't ask the question last night, I would have known that that's the problem. That actual regulars are staying away from these late night streams because of the level of trolling. They don't want to put up with that shit.
We can go after this guy. Let's investigate the harbor.
Oh, I'm just happy with how the day stream went. Oh well, let the night streams go to hell.
No, that's not what it means, Phil. That's not. That's literally not what it means.
There you go, and I hope that you understand where I'm coming from. And again, I don't take offense to what you're saying. I do feel like you are personally taking it from the wrong toxic.
They're not saying to let the night streams go. That's factually not what they're saying.
You'll always see it through their very messed up, skewed perspective, and you'll never actually understand what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to do here, and make content good for everyone. You'll never believe that. You'll just think, oh, where's the dollar?
Yep,
right?
Bob, that's exactly what I've been saying. A sandwich shop, a Jersey Mike's franchise owner doesn't be like, hey guys, we bought too much bacon. I need you to buy more BLTs.
So why would you then believe that I'm upset about a stream where I made $10 when I could have made $50,000 and I turned it down? It is nonsensical. You'd have to be a moron to think that. But
No,
again,
it's because you're a cock who like factually doesn't want to work for his money.
Been killing you, Jade, huh? You must have some really bad allergies.
Guys, don't ever let DSP sell the lie that like not taking the 50K is a moral choice. He objectively doesn't want the expectation of work for his money. That's why he didn't take it. That's literally all it is. Because 50K means a contract, and if there's one thing that terrifies DSP more than sex, it's a contract. Because a contract means expectations. A contract means that he has to deliver something that is in fact deliverable. His content is not deliverable, by the way.
On any given day, maybe you could argue like half the casual viewers who come by the stream are just here to just observe and troll.
No, 90% is probably accurate.
If the vast majority of people,
it's 90% trolls.
You want to know the truth? Yeah, there's people like that for sure. But you notice their content is nothing like mine, at all. I mean, you know who I'm talking about, right? The people who have to pull stunts, who have to do the drama shit constantly. Yeah, those are the people we're talking about. I don't do that.
You called out LTG and said, quote, do a set with me and prove you're better than me, and if you don't, you're my bitch forever. That's not drama content.
I actually got the notification today. Thank you very much, One Minute Man, for your ongoing support. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. Let's play your nice animation here. Thank you so much, 1 Minute Man. And again, just to reiterate what I said at the beginning of the show, not to harp on it all day, right now, the best way that you could support my content would be tips. I have to afford quite a few games in a short period of time, the next 2 to 3 weeks.
No.
In addition to that, my YouTube payment is kind of messed up this month, where it's delayed several days, and I've got bills I got to pay in that time, which really sucks. So it's kind of like, it's a dual situation, correct? Is it not?
All right, gotta
sneak in. It's kind of a dual situation going on both at the same time. So
it's a dual situation. Dual style situation type deal.
Who's that? Someone tried to get you in trouble? Now that's really dumb. Here's why that's really dumb. Because it's not, obviously it's not you. It doesn't have your crown next to the name, and I can easily...
Oh, they shot at my bird.
Let's say, for example, you can tell that they want to get banned, right?
I've got to get over there.
If I ban them, it doesn't affect you. And why would I think that it's you? Because if I ban them, and you're still in the chat, then obviously it wasn't you who said it, right? Like, what? That was the dumbest attempt ever that I've ever seen at impersonation. Obviously, I'm immediately going to know it wasn't really you, right? What a dunce.
This is why no one subs to him, by the way. This is why he's stagnant. It's because he treats his chat like this.
8 ball, Phil, always be yourself. All right, how about this? Ladies and gentlemen, I will make this official. You ready? We're going to make a change this morning. You ready for this? From now on, the Magic 8 ball is now valid for any $8 contribution. It doesn't matter if it's a super chat, a tip, it's all valid.
So Zeladon,
wow. You may ask the Magic 8 ball a question.
Wow, Phil.
Just tag me,
look at you.
All right, no longer will it be confined to just tips. That was a thing we did. We'll get rid of that. Who cares about that? Okay? We'll do it as a nice thing for super chatters as well. So, Zeladon, you can ask the 8 ball a question. Just type it in the chat and tag me, okay? Bobblehead Dwarf, because that wouldn't work. Bobblehead Dwarf says, why not delay buying all those games till after you get your YouTube payment? Because there's 3 of them before the payment. So you want me to sit around playing nothing for a week?
So play one game.
I'm gonna finish
play like one actual game.
No, not even.
And then wait for the other 2.
Spider-Man 2 all come out before I get paid by YouTube.
You have Assassin's Creed Mirage, and you have Starfield. Play those.
Well, if Zeladon asks a question to the 8 ball, I'll answer, but he hasn't asked one. I told him just tag me in the chat.
You can't wait less than 2 weeks for a YouTube payment?
Right? Okay. Okay. I think, guys, we got to end the podcast. We're a little late today. Again, I want to say thank you to those who give me this.
This is like most of the podcast, by the way. Base Hate Army basically just like
let's see what people have to say. I'm sure I'm going to get
clipped almost the entire podcast. I love it.
Tonight we're doing a Street Fighter stream. I would hope that it would go better. You know, I don't know if it will, but I hope that it'll go better. And you know, we'll go from there. All right. First of all, I received a very generous $26
I'm trying to find like a.
Excuse me.
Oh, here's the way in.
Someone
through the door.
That they love my streams, they support them, they're interested in possibly being a moderator. If anyone is interested in a moderation position, you must email me. That is not a decision I make lightly. I would have to speak with you for an extended period of time to figure out who you are, you know, what your
wow, yeah. This was the podcast yesterday. I think I missed it.
You have to understand that if you
so it's new to me, dude.
And I don't think that that's a fair thing to put anyone into that position without understanding what's going on. Okay, I'm just being honest. So I think that is a good
so why? So hold on. And we'll go from there. Why would he? He's saying become mods for me, right? He just said in the same sentence, be mods for me, but then he also said, be careful if you're a mod for me because you might be a target. This is why no one wants to mod for you, dude.
If you're not interested, just don't ever talk about it, and you're good.
This is actually why nobody wants to mod for you.
So let's sneak around the edge. Excuse me. Go around the back. Let's see if we can do this from isometric view.
Oh, yes. All right, we're gonna go over to this now, and I'm gonna search around. Just bear with me, chat. I'm gonna look at another tab to see if there's anything else we should look at, and then I will redirect you to Uncle Decepticron's stream. which is scheduled to start right now. But I just want to see if there's anything else, so I'm just looking around in another tab. Hate Army. Let's see. Anything new? Anything I missed today? 21 hours. Nope, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm gonna redirect you to Uncle Decepticon. Quick announcement. Decepticon and Lord Thunder and I are gonna do a movie reacts thing again on Saturday. We're gonna do it Saturday at noon Eastern this time. We're watching. Well, I'm watching Halloween Kills tonight, and then Phil also posted his review of Barbarian. So if you want to do a little bit of homework, watch Halloween Kills and then go watch Barbarian, because we're gonna be talking over that on Saturday. So check that out. Let me just find Decepticon, and then I'll set up the redirect, and then I'll drop you kids off. So here he is. And then I gotta go here. I'm still new at this redirect thing, so bear with me. Yes, Decepticon. All right, you guys will be redirecting. Big ups, everybody. And thank you. Thank you for all the positivity. This was a very fun stream, guys. I'm going to try and do more of these style streams while Lefty's gone, because I know you guys like the commentary stuff, and I can't do it as much as he did. But big ups. Thanks for coming, everybody, and have fun at the Decepticon stream. Have a good night and be safe.